Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
How we doing?
Doing great. Recording is active, guys.
All right.
It's a crazy day for me today. We've been having some server outages and stuff at work on the Xbox end, so they had to call me in early. But
That's fun. All right. So let's get to this. All right. Got the jetpack now. All right, let's just jump into it.
yeah, I was trying to help Tevin with that too, but it's because we had to switch different aim behavior on his. He had switched that, and it was just making it weird for the firing for the raycast.
Well, what happened was it would only work for 90 degrees and then stop. You couldn't shoot up on it. You couldn't shoot like in a circle and shoot.
Okay.
So I told Kevin until that because right now what we have, yeah, the player controller is a little bulky, but we shoot at a full 360 degree shoot by 360 degrees. You shoot upwards and we can shoot down. Right now, this is probably the better version of it, only because we have full ability to shoot around instead
Okay.
of just shooting partial, which I see having only a certain degree of shooting would cause more frustration for the player than having a better turning control. But that was when I last talked. It was 2 weeks ago.
So well, here's my next question. When is this going to be like fully functional?
As of right now, yes, it takes a learning curve to get an understanding of the player controller, but the only issue that we really have with it that I have is that the shooting, you can shoot. It's based off of where the camera is looking, and not based off of. I feel needs to be worked on.
I feel like the movement where he can walk backwards and stuff, a little bit weird and stuff. We kind of need to like tweak and pull that stuff in and make it a lot tighter too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
We can't be putting band-aid. Like don't honestly, if you have no enemies in your game whatsoever, platform distances feel good, like you will be fine. You don't even have to have shooting in this game.
Then exploration just becomes a game within itself because it feels good to explore.
Right. But I mean, in saying that, like, but that's why I'm saying, like, this is.
So we should all focus this week together on the player controller, I feel like, as a team, and then just like break it the heck down together. Like this, yeah.
And I'm not even against you guys using something from the asset store, honestly, if it's
What
not to that point.
we
But if
what
this is,
we think as of now is from the asset store though, or part.
this is
Um,
part of it, so okay.
part of it is.
All right. So here's the thing. This is probably why this acts the way it does. So you're dabbling with code that you have somewhat of an understanding with, and you're kind of jerry rigging it to where you understand it, and it's actually breaking the character controller. Does that sound accurate?
Yes, to a point. Like I know partially what's going on with it. And I believe I can fix it. I just gotta get the time. I was been working on other stuff like the ice and solar.
Mm-hmm.
But main thing I know exactly what's going on is there's also fly behavior that's still giving issues with it. So when you were saying a couple of weeks ago, it feels more like a plane movement a little bit. I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee that's where the main issue's coming from is from the fly behavior, like being able to like press F and stuff with it, like what I was wanting to set up for his jetpack. So like, and that's what's throwing off the physics of it. And so I just need to find a straight third person player controller one without that fly behavior, and then set everything up on the jetpack itself.
Adam,
Yeah.
Kevin, I still have Kevin's code that he gave me 2 weeks ago. I'll send that to you. It really, the only thing that you because what he had was actually a really good version.
Was it?
Just
Cool.
fix aiming for it, where you can get full 360. That pack might be,
I could fix up the shooting part. Like, yeah.
but Kevin honestly did have a really good
Like, good
player.
physical movement one going.
Yeah, like I was really tempted to take. The only issue was it was shoot was only 93, and her one that was out gets us 60.
Yeah.
So
Send me
now,
that other pack of it, right? Send me an export pack of Tevin's player controller, and then I'll open that up into another scene, and I'll check it out and throw the shooting and stuff with it.
yeah, because that's the only issue is because he got a really I felt it was a little bit better. Just have it to where you can switch your thing. Honestly, um, I we can get that in the game. That would be great, but I feel we don't really need it. As,
You're breaking up, Patrick.
Yeah, I barely can't hear you, buddy.
is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that on the jetpack, as of right now, we don't really need it because we've not had a reason to actually have it.
I mean, since you got that teleporting down, dude. I mean, right? I mean, same thing. It goes back to the grappling gun stuff, you know. Jetpack would have taken over grappling gun. Teleporter takes over jetpack. Honestly, it's just doing the same mechanic twice. So
Right. And you asked why got the teleporter is now 180. Or,
you're breaking up again, Patrick.
sorry, I'm at work and our connection is intermediate sometimes. Um, the teleport works on a fighter needs to be at point A for it to be able to be used now. So basically, the number 2 teleport has to be active on the screen. Plus, you have to have a collider at point A to be able to go to B.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello?
All right. I'm just gonna something solid feeling. Also, I know I mentioned this last week.
We did.
Fencing on the sides.
Yeah, me and Will went over that, and there's an invisible barrier there.
Yeah, I mean, if we just have, well, the thing is like, all right, well, I guess it can work, but do all of them have it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's be consistent with it at least. All right. Just,
Oh.
yeah. So definitely extend that so it doesn't feel like a heart attack moment right there.
But that's what makes it fun.
Can you jump and teleport, Patrick?
Um, if you're in the collider, really you just need to have the collider big enough to
Maybe teleport too.
right. That's one of the issues.
And why is the reticle not on there as well?
He has to zoom in. We haven't implemented the world reticle.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool.
I'm getting told that you have a copy and Will has a copy, but I've not seen an actual copy of this.
Oh. Weird. Because mine, I've got a world reticle on it, and then it changes from white to green when you're in when you're like this, it's like white, and then when you go into aiming, it turns green to let you know, hey, I'm aiming.
So,
Yeah. Press F if it's not letting you once, and then try to right click. There you go.
okay.
It's that F thing, what I just showed you right there, that's that fly behavior that's causing some issues. So I know exactly where the problem's coming from. I just need to get the time, and I will jump straight into it, because I'm off tomorrow partially and stuff
Okay.
about getting that fixed. But it's that fly behavior that's making like aim and everything get thrown off.
You have to get your bot over here.
All right, so
Press F one time and then try to aim again.
no, you do it.
See?
So the fly behavior is breaking
Yeah.
the shooting.
Yeah. That's exactly. Yep. So I wanted to see how that would happen.
And the problem is to get through the rest of this level, you're going to be needing the bubble gun.
Oh. You don't have to jump because
You
you're
don't?
in the terrain. Yeah. I thought you had to jump as well.
Okay, that that does not look like it can be crossed.
Yeah.
All right.
It might be too big on the platforms.
I think that's pretty epic though, how whoever set that up like that.
Oh, that.
I love that. Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. Like,
I think there's a hidden one. Like, there's no way to see it. Shoot the wall to the left.
your other left, no.
No, it's like there is one that's hidden.
Ah, yeah. Oh, wow. That is one of
That was an issue
those.
I brought up in the build notes that like there's no way to tell what that is at all.
No, that's like a
Yeah, that's a terrain in front of you right there. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jump, because you're gonna get damage here.
Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna speedrun this one.
That's fun.
Because I couldn't get past it the other day.
Problem.
Ah, that's moving it out a little bit more for you can see it. So you can see
Well,
it.
according to the professor for this month,
Yeah, all that really needs right there is just kind of like make them be seen just barely on the edge, possibly like even put rocks around it a little bit, and then instead of it being like a stopper, it would be like, oh, that's a badass mechanic.
Alright. So, okay. Come here.
basically, if you don't walk in the middle, you'll be fine.
It's the will section of the 3 levels.
And I completely went to the middle.
When you get back to that, if you go off to the left-hand side, just hug that wall. You won't get damage.
So what that is like, either way, what it's communicating to me that this is all bad ish. Just from the
That's
color scheme.
that's what I said. I've been saying it since we started doing all these. The way he had it, the texture set up in his level, I couldn't tell like what was bad and what wasn't because it was all like one lava texture. I
Yeah.
understood making it stood out, but like shoot the green thing into you.
So there's something,
Oh,
yeah.
no. But
Mm-hmm. Is there any way to reset that?
I have no idea.
There
But
needs
you could climb the wall to the left. Yeah.
definitely needs to be a way. And this, I guess you could call it a debug for me. Climbing these walls gotta stop.
Question: I was wondering about that. I was looking up about like a 45-degree thing and checking for vertical and horizontal. Do you have like any straight link that I could research over that?
Just by off the top of my head, no, but it just requires some Google foo. That's about it.
Like I wanted, like I was thinking about
All right.
if you put it on the terrain or not. Like, would you put that on the terrain to be like, oh, you can't, player can't do that, or would you put it on the player to call the terrain?
I would think the terrain.
That's what I thought. Cool, cool.
I don't know if there's another one around here because
Now, what
this
you
very
just meant to do,
green
from what I got from this,
Don't die.
Jump on this and then shoot it
person
while you're on it.
and shoot it while he was on it.
and there isn't a way to reset them. So
No,
There needs to be.
timer.
I have a script that should reset them. I just got to mess around with it, and I have it from the scrappers level.
You could put a timer on it and be like, after 5 seconds, if nothing's been happening, it goes back into place.
Yeah. I mean, I do really enjoy these foam gun projectiles. I should probably
I don't know. I didn't get this far. Oh,
Anything else? Cannot be
It's,
on.
no, you can move. You can be on it and it'll move. It's just some of them are not meant to move.
Oh, yeah. So jump onto that one right there that you're shooting at, and then you should be able to jump to the other one. Oh, my bad.
Alright, next level.
You cannot leave. Dare you? What's up?
Don't.
Sorry, man. Just could not do that again.
yeah, I understand that. I feel like we should at least have the level select, have checkpoints for the lava level since it.
The French for something.
So right here, it's already missing something. There's supposed to be a sparkle, like you're gonna have pretty much a path, pretty much taking you to each one of these dudes right here, these lot people. That's gonna guide you the entire steps of the way. It's just a straight breadcrumb trail, you know.
Are these supposed to hurt me?
I thought I
They're
put the
supposed.
damage script in it, but if not, I'll put it on today. The trigger's on there though. Okay, so it's not smacking you out of the way like it was.
I tagged them as. Oh,
Oh yeah, man. Like y'all are. There was supposed to be a door right there too, and the door right there. I put a door right at the end of that catacombs and a door at this point too. That you have to hit the beacon first before it opens the door. So there should be a door right where you're walking through right now, like a big gate.
Okay.
And that makes you have to go over to that other beacon and actually like finish that area first before heading on.
Are we not playtesting through Perforce?
I yeah, I submitted everything and I had it working. Um, but I didn't check it straight through Perforce after the fact. Yeah.
That's the way you gotta do it, man. Because like, especially when you start doing code freezes, that's like the perfect time to be double. Especially if the work ain't there and I can't see it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to give you feedback and
you
let's try it. Try it out, see if it holds true.
you were in the lab today. I got that taken care of.
I know, but it still can break. You win.
The elevator goes back.
Have you tested it like to see if it restarts?
Yes, I have, but I haven't.
Oh, nice. So that script right there would be like the same one for those for Will's barriers to a point.
Yes, in a way,
Yeah.
but those are done on a.
That's cool. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel that we don't need to mess with the jump anymore, other than just to make it how high.
Yeah, you don't have to mess with the jump. You just got to make sure that everything's at the correct distance, especially if you're basing off of grid units.
But really, ever since Seven fixed the jump, I feel the player controller is a lot better to deal with.
Moonwalking.
Except for that part.
Don't fall off. And the thing that was blocking, it was the dumbest thing too. The thing that was, yeah, it was those cylinders that I have right there. It had the square edges on it, so it was rotated around like where you were walking, so you couldn't really see, but it was blocking everything.
I
Well,
think it's got to be splat or something.
I fixed it.
Oh.
And sparkles are checkpoints. Sparks are checkpoints. And there was a lot of other message volumes and everything that didn't get added too. So I got a lot of work to do this weekend. That's awesome. I'm sorry.
I think we can consolidate a lot of this stuff. Because I'm spending a lot of time just not. I'm just walking a lot right now. Are you fixing that solar wind?
Yes.
How are we gonna do it? Like,
No, it's already been fixed. Basically, there's an end code. The player is supposed to get hurt by solar wind, and if you make shelters along the way, it cancels out the solar wind.
Right.
Okay,
But,
that will be a good filler for a lot of this walking.
Yeah.
But see what Adam had done I made a second script for what he wanted, to where the player would be moved by the wind,
Oh yeah.
so so he moves faster. The problem with that is that he used a collider that I had already tagged as solar wind, which is what is needed to cause damage to the player. So all the solar wind stuff I've taken out,
Teleport
or
gun.
untagged it.
Adam,
Yeah,
am I gonna be able to make that?
Should be able to. Can you use the teleport gun?
No, there's no
Oh,
collider
yeah.
there.
Uh-oh.
What the heck happened there? Okay. I'll have to fix that then. That's a stopper.
I was able to get up that though by jump.
How? By jumping?
Yeah. But like I said, I'm the resident debugger for the group, so I I see bugs and I just did stuff.
Trying to cheese this, but
We fixed it to where you shouldn't be able to cheese it that much.
And now it's uncheesable. Try to, yeah, right by it, like that shadow. Try to jump right there.
like right before shadow.
Yeah.
Really, we can fix that by making the jump higher.
Well, or just moving that platform down a little bit.
Yeah, all you gotta do is lower it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I'll lower that platform. Please tell me it actually fixed my freaking transform vectors and my fallen ice boulders.
I gotta pause and unpause for this.
You shouldn't.
What had to happen?
Please tell me they're falling through the right way. They're supposed to be rolling down this mountainside, and
I don't think they are, because when I tested it, there still wasn't nothing. There's like, yeah,
there's
random ball.
one. If you see, one should be like falling there to your left, and then one should be falling down in front of you, right there.
Yeah, they're not firing.
So then it's throwing off my transform vector of where they're instantiating at.
Well, and also for some reason,
See, real quick too, if you go over to the left too, the whole thing, on the side of that mountainside, like while you're going up, there's a little ramp, and that's where there's going to be a pressure pad switch, like me and you were talking about, on the other side. Sorry, to where you're gonna, this one that's going to be rolling down this is going to be rolling pretty fast. So you put a block on that pressure pad, and then it's going to stop instantiating that rolling boulders and let you keep going up the hill.
Okay.
That puzzle. And then solar wind's gonna be right across this thing. And then there's gonna be a couple places to mother Fuck.
Poor Adam.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
just
sorry.
got whatever was sent to me.
I know, no, it's my fault, man. And then for this one, I was going to put 2 pressure pads to stop it for mastery.
Alright.
And hopefully, to God, you will not break my face. I did try to put the icebreaker ones with a different color. I made it across the ice bridge, but that, you know.
It's one thing if you say,
Well, I can make it across. But
Alright,
then,
so walk me through where I'm supposed to.
There is a checkpoint on both of those 2 squares that you see down there right in front of the ice blocks. So there's 2 checkpoints, one in there and there. Right here, if there's a little thing on each one of those ice blocks, if you touch it, it's going to destroy the ice block under you. I'm going to put a time to it and a notification for each one too. Like, watch out, 3 seconds, and then with a sound, and then you hear ice crashing and then it falling. But it's just too quick at the moment, and that's where the transform vectors are off right there. You may have to go to the left, and I'll fix that too and put another block in between those.
And jump over there.
Yes.
if you can.
If you can. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm in. Huh.
We gotta check these jump systems.
Yeah, my bad. I thought I fixed that and put. Yeah, there's a little ice block there beside of it. Right
You're
there.
not gonna be able to get me to where I need to go.
Yeah.
I tested everything and I could get through it.
Oh.
That didn't trigger.
Oh.
like that, the first few ice blocks don't vanish until you get to the big
Yeah.
collaboration of them.
Yeah, they won't vanish until you hit one of those pieces inside of it. Like, do you see how there's like a square on top of each one of ice? Not on that one, but on the actual ice bridge.
Yeah,
Like,
I see those,
that's the piece. If you hit that, that's what's going to destroy the ice block under it.
Okay.
There's my ice boulders just falling out of nowhere.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So you've hit a checkpoint.
Okay, so yeah, these are doable distances.
And I'd put a few other ice blocks underneath the fact, right, that have like one breaker on it, right? So then you'd have to break like 10 other blocks to actually get to the one breaker to destroy the other piece of ice that you're actually on, that you've fallen to, so you can still keep going. You know, to make it to be like, oh, I broke like 30 pieces of ice, but I still have a chance to get across this. That, I think that just makes it funner, but
Well, let's.
yeah.
It's just playing tricks with your eyes. So there's not gonna be a real solid way for me to navigate. Do those blocks not come back after?
They don't. I need to put a timer on it too. Would that be good to have a timer on it?
To respawn it?
Yeah.
Yeah, or let's use it.
If you go up there, you can come down to the left side, and then above you, right there is where the ice troll would be too.
Okay. Let's not do this kind of level design either, where we're just like having to choose our way through geometry, get to the other side, right?
I will have this fixed by tomorrow morning.
Well, I mean, like just consistently throughout all the levels, not just new levels. But I do it anyways. I think
Yeah, and this makes it almost impossible if they're not reinstantiating for you to never make it past. So that's definitely a game stopper. I will fix that.
Alright, next level.
I thought I changed the shader on it, but it's the same shader from Scraps. You gotta do the pause thing. Yep.
Seriously, on that one also? What
Yep. That should be able to be destroyed. But yeah, you can grab it. I made the collider big enough for you to grab it. Through the thingy.
See, I like
Well,
this.
I mean, which is it, dude? Break it or take it?
I thought I fixed it, and I think the version Pat has doesn't have that fixed.
Success. Like we're getting all the objectives done.
The right door.
Alright, so some sort of visual indicator that is the blue key card door. Oh man, I'm in a nice spot.
You could jump up. Yep. I meant for the teleporter gun to be used here, but the issue with when you use the teleporter gun going back, you'll hug like the bottom cliff and you'll lose health. And then you go to the left door.
Definitely need a collider on this camera because this is gonna cause some chaos.
I've tried looking into that, and I'm confused on making a collider for that.
Sphere collider on the main camera.
No, doing the clipping. And putting a collider on the main camera doesn't fix it. I've tried it.
You got time to hop in the U Lab tonight? Or are you working?
No, I can go into the Unity lab today.
Left door.
God.
Bubbler. I gotta put a different shader on so you know to use a different weapon. But I was just running off what Pat was using in his volcano. And now you go to the computer.
Do I have
I'm
to go to
still-
the computer every time, or do I have to just go to the door?
No, you just go to the door for the first two, and the computer opens the middle one.
Okay, let me go.
It should. There's a bug with the door not opening for some reason. I think it's a collider issue. But it will open. Me and Pat have both gotten it to open.
Like jump on top of it, and maybe like the collider's like too big on it. You could do it when like you pick up one of the key cards, then it changes the material color of the door at that point. You know, like so you walk into that room and they're all gray, but then when you like pick up that first key card to the right across from the Osbath, it changes the left door to like green. You know.
Okay.
I thought I seriously fixed that pause issue.
Oh, there's a checkpoint over there? Oh.
I put that there.
No.
Oh, I thought I put one there. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was there.
That was rough. Alright.
Yeah, I should have that objective thing fixed again. I think it's not destroying the script, or at least it's supposed to. Yeah.
Have you ever been in a game before to when it like auto saves and then you die and then you're put in like the worst predicament ever to where you can't finish with that character because of the auto save?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like nostalgic memories.
Oh my goodness.
Funny. I really
did.
don't. I've even made the collider bigger.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you using entity or other?
I might be using other.
Other, yeah, I would say would be better, wouldn't it? Instead of entity. So I was trying one, I was having
Yeah.
problems with that.
A lot of stuff to adjust, fix, and whatnot, and the playtesting through Perforce.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's a lot of things missing, and I do see the changes in there, but I don't see a lot of it because a lot of it's not in there, like I was saying before. So it looks like it's kind of like the same build, right? Go take a look
Yeah.
at your hour log or your task list. Sorry. Is that up to date?
It should be.
Right for this week.
Yep. Or last week.
Yeah, last week's is up to date.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up now.
Week 1 task list.
Going so slow.
I'll just share this. Is this the correct task list?
Yeah, that's the one that I just finished pulling up.
Okay. I don't see. Yep. Kill tracker. Means all of everything. Okay, that's not specific at all. So there's like no way for someone to gauge what you've been doing for a whole week right now.
Other than
Right.
the hour log, no.
Yeah, I mean, like, but having the task list and the hour log directly correlate with each other is a very high priority thing to have in your lives, especially when you're going out into the industry. Because if you, like, I mean, honestly, I have no idea what a little of everything is.
Oh, a little.
And then just asking the team, I don't know what that, I mean, that's kind of crazy. And this is like all the information I basically need. I mean, it's just like simplified over in the task list, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys note the hell out of it.
We just need to do the same thing to the task list too and update the percentage
Well,
of how
yeah,
much is
and-
done.
And having a task list gives you guidance for the week, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It won't be after today.
I hope not.
I'm adding a tab for the second ice level from what we just discussed, but I'm gonna.
Dude, I love your level right there, John. Like, I think that should be at the beginning of us, right? And then you, like, go into this whole, like, abandoned researched ice facility, and then you realize and come to the realization that trolls killed everybody there. So then you gotta, like, get through the rest.
I was thinking opposite of you. I was thinking you go into the old facility that the ice trolls have.
Okay.
At home, kind of like a Fallout Ghoul situation, and you find the dad. Going at endgame.
But I'll belay my last then, homie. I like that then. That sounds pretty epic. Okay, cool. So then, and then I'll try like set. Well, but I'm like, mine makes a circle, you know. So I'll have to like change up that ice bridge and stuff, you know, and then like we'll interject them together there at that point, to like where it takes them into like a little uh, valley, little place, and then you have to walk down something, and then it comes to like the start of your level there. I like that. That's cool.
Okay, well, if we're gonna throw the levels together,
Like for the ice scene, if you want to take all of your stuff, like, or take all of my stuff and put it into one scene that loads together, then I'm down with that.
that's how Will has the lava set. But if you go back to how we did the group, my group, we threw each scene into the hierarchy. So we had several scenes in the hierarchy separated. I don't know if we had a script that loaded the scene when we got to a certain point. It like a load area that you walked between.
There
So to
was,
say.
yeah, there was a view distance on our build manager to where you could put like 6 or 10 or 8 different scenes together in the transform of it. But I mean, we could do it that way or this way. It just depends on how much we have in each level.
Well, I'm just trying to. The ice one has it, yeah, but not as bad as with the ball collider.
I think all that falls truly, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Zod, but wouldn't that all just fall directly under the player controller itself? Hello?
But
Hello? Wouldn't like, just like, explain that again, John? No, just like the part about the player controller, like with the shooting and everything, how it's like breaking.
So, with putting each scene in the hierarchy instead of putting everything from all the scenes that are going to be in a level into one level, would that fix the issue with the projectile firing every direction but the way you want because of too many colliders?
uh, that's hard to say.
Or would that just be something you get to fix in the player controller script?
It's probably something in the player controller script.
Okay.
Like,
Uh,
you know how we were getting, like, back in the day in Scrappers, like that jittery effect around, like, Drayar and everything from time to time? You remember that, John?
No.
I don't know what Drainar is.
Drayar? Yeah, that was the Scrapper character that we were using.
Know that.
Like how he would become, like, fuzzy a little bit, like, while you were trying to do a playtest through. And, like, it was just, that was, like, a rendering thing for the view distance that was given that issue. But from what I was told, like this, where this is like a small little level, it wouldn't matter as much in one scene. But if this was like freaking Orgrimmar or something in World of Warcraft, you might want to break it down into like different scenes and then have it built on a build manager. What do you think? Would it be okay, Zayden, for us to like, for each one of these levels, like for mine and John's, for instance, to put that into one scene?
yeah, that's totally fine. It worked out perfectly for Will's. Like, there was no reason for that transition to happen. In all honesty, because like that first part is like mainly your tutorial area, right, where you're just getting used to everything, and then you start doing your ITM through your mechanics, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'd be totally fine because John, your level, it's really small,
Yeah.
and like honestly, all you're doing is collecting key cards and then fighting the ice troll at the end.
Yeah.
So that can just open up into Adam's level, and we'll just be consolidating. I'd rather you guys have at least 3 levels, like 3
Which
solid levels.
we have technically 3 levels. They're just not solid.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure everything makes it into the levels. So I can test your levels.
Why are you picking on me for? No, I'm kidding.
But no, honestly, so we need to get all malfunctioning. The player needs the most attention right now. Okay?
Yes.
Like, everybody, all hands on deck. Like, figure this out. Because, like, the voodoo that you have spun on this character is not working right now.
Actually, I have a question. Have you played Zelda Wind Waker on the GameCube?
No.
What?
Yes, you heard it right. I said no.
I've never played it either.
What? That's like one of the best Zelda games.
I have a player. I found a script that mimics that very closely.
Mm-hmm. From where?
Like, searching. It was when I was trying to fix the player controller. I was just searching on how to make one, and that popped up. Like, and I have the script for it, but it's something that I was just messing around with, trying to fix. I can. Let me see if I can post the video. But it's essentially the player controller from.
Yeah.
Don't. If it was a capsule, it could be a pickle for all I care. As long as it feels good, right?
Yeah, I threw that crap together like 2.5 months ago right here for this little model Space Cadet, dude. If you all want to get rid of that, screw that, man. Just trash it. We'll start with something else, make it better, dogs. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you guys are getting an art team next month, right? So you're gonna get a customized character from one of our artists.
okay.
You're gonna get animations and everything like that, and you'll be fine. So don't get married to it just because it's aesthetically pleasing to you at the moment. Like, if it stays a capsule and it works, I don't care. It's good. You're showcasing what you can do.
Showcasing design.
Yeah, I mean, like, no one's gonna hire you because you have a sexy looking player character.
Right.
Alright, so concentrate on that.
This is not Weinstein territory.
If you get everything uploaded again, with all the puzzles and stuff like that, I'll take a look at it. Just let me know, and you can like Dropbox it to me, and I'll do the thing. Alright?
Cool.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of progression blockers that are simple fixes, right? So that's at least good.
Yeah.
Alright, so, but if you do have any questions, go on Unity Lab tonight, please. It's there for you.
What time is it?
It's at 5 Eastern to 8 Eastern.
Okay, I gotta go back to work at 5. Ugh.
I plan on going. I'm gonna try and get working on that.
There's another one on Thursday too, so if you can't make this one, that's totally cool.
Cool.
It's like 1 to 4 and then 5 to 8.
You might seem like
I was like, who's that? What's that voice ever?
That was me.
Okay.
That wasn't you, Patrick. That was somebody completely different than you.
mess.
Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Which would be S. Alright.
Awesome, though. Yeah, thank you. That gives us exactly what we need to do. Yeah, player controller.
Has Juan given you feedback yet?
No, I've been waiting, so I knew exactly what to start tackling. Because I was trying to do work, but I can't do much because on my end I have a bunch of missing stuff because of I don't know if it's because of Perforce or what. So I was waiting for feedback, so I knew what to go for.
Well, you know what you need to be concentrating on anyways, just from what we've seen live playtest sessions. So you can be working. I mean, we should be working on like Monday, already knowing what the heck we're struggling with, right?
Yeah.
Player feedback, jumps, like everything, player controller, like, and you guys have to play test on Sundays, or else you are gonna just get buried on the grade
Yeah, we will.
through Perforce, not through the editor, not through the build on your computer, through Perforce, because that's what I see, that's what Juan sees, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. But I'm just saying, like, we're like getting close to the end. We need to finish strong.
Ma-
Alright guys, I'm gonna jack out of here, so
Have a great one. Thank you so much. We'll be hitting you up with another build here very soon.
alright, that's fine. Take your time, like honestly I probably won't get around to it till like tomorrow afternoon. So just be sure that everything's functioning and I don't care if you drop boxes in here or whatever.
Boo woo. Actually, I might have some questions later on for you too over Dropbox because I've had a couple of different companies being requesting more about Dropbox, and I just want your brain picking on how I should set mine up the best.
I mean,
I'm kind of confused on Dropbox, like how it sets up in the folders and everything. With you have like your info and stuff, explaining it. I'm just a little confused right there.
I we'll talk about it.
All right, cool.
Sounds good. Alright guys, I will talk to you later.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
No problem.